A strength in numbers. More coastal towns are joining the fight against the Federal Emergency Management Agency and its proposed changes to the way the government maps flood zones, that is. The town of Wells is now among the half a dozen others that plan to appeal the new maps, which would mean higher insurance premiums for homeowners. WMTW News 8's Jim Keithley is live in Wells now with the details. Jim.
Well, Tracy, to give you the lay of the land here, the beach is on the other side of these houses here. I happen to be in the marshy area. See the marsh right there. And then look at those condos way over there. That's a mile away from the beach. Right now, not considered in the flood zone, but that would change under this proposed mapping. And for the people who live here, that could prove to be a real hardship.
I don't even know how the water could reach that far.
And you've never had any problems?
We've never had any problems with flooding here. I've worked here 19 years.
Gail Phillips said under the new flood mapping, all of the village by the sea would be in a flood zone. Currently, the entire 12-acre parcel with privately owned condos, a hotel and a conference center are not in a flood zone.
It just doesn't even seem realistic, the new remapping that they're doing. It's going to tremendously impact the association as a whole because they pay for these flood insurance and commercial insurance that we cover here.
Over at the town hall, an engineer pores over the maps, the current flood maps and the proposed maps, which would add 235 new properties to the flood zone in Wells, meaning people who never needed flood insurance before would be required to get it. The town manager thinks FEMA is overreaching. The methodology used to create the new maps, he says, is flawed.
What's happening with these new maps, which we disagree, is that the wave action projected will breach the barrier dunes and go into the marsh and create a surge that will impact these newer properties that they have listed. We don't think that's accurate.
There's another potentially expensive impact to these new maps. Homeowners who choose to do a certain amount of renovation work to their homes, like adding a deck, a new roof, even a kitchen remodel, will be required to elevate their homes to meet the new standards.
And in a lot of cases on the FEMA maps, that'll require raising the home 5 to 6 feet in elevation, which is significant construction cost. It has to be an engineered foundation, reinforced concrete, to allow potential floodwaters to flow under the building without destroying the building.
And to put a house on stilts, that isn't cheap. We're told between $50,000 and $100,000. John Carter, the town manager here, says that Wells, he believes, is in a good position, but FEMA isn't willing to listen because Wells updated their flood maps back in 2003, where FEMA says the whole point of redoing these maps is that most cities and towns haven't done it since the 1980s. We're live in Wells. Jim Keithley, WMTW News 8.